Hi and welcome to my channel. So I've got very good news today because healthcare assistants, carers, nurses, clinical, non-clinical healthcare staff in the UK, we are having a pay rise from this month. So the UK government obviously gave a pay rise. So in today's video, I'm going to be saying who is going to be having this pay rise, how much is it going to be, what can you expect, to have, and what is it going forward? And look, let me tell you, if you're somebody that you're currently in the UK or you're planning to move to the UK, working for the NHS is something that I cannot overemphasize on the advantages that the NHS has. I've shared loads of videos on here. Working for the NHS, you've got that job security, you've got loads of like parental leave, there's carers leave, there's maternity leave, there's sick leave, there's all sorts of advantages that you have. But the main thing that I love about working for the NHS is career progression. Look, I'm somebody that I moved to the UK exclusively because I was keen on progressing in my career. And considering that I started my journey in the UK working as a carer in a nursing home, and I decided to study nursing as an international student in this beautiful country. And within 5 years of qualifying as a nurse, I was already working as an advanced nurse practitioner, which is the most senior clinical nursing position. So you can imagine the opportunities that the NHS has. These opportunities that I have had, you have those opportunities as well. So please, if you're watching these and you need to join the NHS, you want career progression, that is the place to be. So in today's video, like I've said, I'm going to be talking about this pay rise, who is going to get the money, how much is it, what can you expect going forward, etc. So if you're new to my channel, obviously you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, I absolutely appreciate your time. And look, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, you do not want to be a stranger on here. You want to hit that subscribe button right now so that every single day you're the first to be notified when I drop a new video on here. And look, I have a free newsletter where I send this information directly to your inbox so you're not reliant on the yo-yo YouTube algorithm that is like, is Melvis gonna see this? Is she gonna see that? Does she want this? Does she not? So if you check the comment section below and join my newsletter, I send that info directly to your inbox. And look, what am I about? Career progression opportunities in the UK, like I've said, studying nursing for free. In fact, you will be paid indeed to study nursing. I've shared that video on here. Again, work from home jobs that you can do without any experience, no degree whatsoever, incredibly highly paid jobs, as well as free visa sponsorship opportunities to move to the UK without, getting into debt, without getting loans, without spending thousands of pounds or millions of money. I send that info as well to you. But most importantly, side business ideas. Look, I'm on a mission to retire before I'm 40 years old. Because look, when I look at colleagues at work that are working and they're like in their 50s, 60s, they're struggling, I'm just like, girl, I need to be out of here before I hit 40. So again, if that's something that you're keen on, you want to join that newsletter. And I do offer personalized guidance, by the way, with all these things that I've mentioned through my private coaching program. So if you check out my newsletter below, it's completely free. It's not going to take you up to 20 seconds to join. You drop your name and email and you are part of that newsletter. So I'm looking forward to communicating with you. And also, it's got all of my contacts. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comment section below. But if there's something private and personal, you're like, oh my God, Melvis, I just cannot put this on YouTube, do use that as well to message me. And then on my day off, because unfortunately, like I've said, I still work for the NHS right now. You know what I mean? I have a day job. So, on my day off, I'll be able to respond to those messages. So what this pay rise about, as you know, there's been ongoing strikes with the NHS. People have been protesting and saying we deserve to be paid more. And look, that's true. Even though I'm a senior nurse right now and I earn a lot of money, I think, well, I earn enough for what I do, but I think I could do with being paid more. You know what I mean? Like, who wouldn't want a pay rise? So the NHS decided to give the government decided to give a pay rise. And so the first thing is that this pay rise is for NHS staff. Because in the UK, if you're working for the private sector, like a nursing home or domiciliary care, those companies have the right to decide how much they pay their staff, which means that the government is not able to increase the pay for those people. And that's why you see that they always cajole, you know what I mean, international applicants, for example, with high pay. Because if you have a nursing home, for example, they'll say, look, we're going to pay a band 5 nurse £30,000. And then if you look at the NHS and they say, we're going to pay a band 5 nurse 27,000. Initially, it seems as if the nursing home is better, because they're paying more. But the truth is that long term, the person that works for the NHS, even though their basic pay is £27,000, financially, they're going to be better off long term. And so if you're watching my videos, you need to be smart. You need to understand what the best options are. You need to go for the best top-notch opportunities that there are in this beautiful country. Because look, mediocrity is not something that can be excused. If you're watching my videos, you better be a high achiever. You better be implementing all of this. And so I want you to leave a comment in the comment section below. What are your personal circumstances? Are you currently in the UK? If you're in the UK, where do you work and what would you like to achieve next? What is your goal? Because look, you need to have goals. The bigger the goals, the more you're going to achieve. You don't want mediocrity again, like I've said. If you're out of the UK, also leave a comment in the comment section below. What is your main goal right now? What are you doing? What do you want to achieve? Because again, I can join you in the comment section, be able to give you some tips and ideas to make sure that you're moving a step forward. Because like I've said, if you're here watching my videos, you better be implementing all of this. And so also leave a comment and say, Melvis, I will implement, because I'm going to come back, hold you accountable and say, look, you promise you're going to implement. What have you done about this goal of yours? And by the way, in case you're wondering, you know what I mean? Like I said, I work as an advanced nurse practitioner for the NHS. I have a private career coaching program where I support nurses, carers, students, student nurses, prospective student nurses, anybody that wants to get into healthcare. You're looking for free UK visa sponsorship jobs, you know what I mean, to move to the UK or to switch from within the UK, work from home jobs, as well as side business ideas. I support with all of that through my private coaching program. If you check the description box below or the about section of this YouTube channel, you see a link to join. Once you join, we get that personalized, you know what I mean, that one-to-one session to go through who are you, where are you right now, where would you want to go, and what do we need to do to get you to that destination. Look, it is not an easy option. A lot of work is needed. You will need to be part of the process. You will need to put in the effort, but the truth is that it is worth it in the end. I do understand that it is boring to do the right thing, but eventually it is worth it. And let me tell you something. If you don't do the hard work now, you're going to do it later. So the best thing is do the hard work right now, get it out of the way, and then enjoy your life. For me, that's what I'm all about, which is why I want to retire by the time I'm 40. So again, those are some of the things you need to be aware of. So it is about the NHS. The pay rise is only for NHS staff. So I'm sorry, if you're working in domiciliary care, you're in a nursing home, you're not going to get any of these. So how much exactly is the money? So everybody is going to get a 5% pay rise. So irrespective of your pay band for the NHS, you will be getting a 5% pay rise. And for me, for example, so the 5% depends on how much your base pay is. Like for me, being a very senior nurse, I'm going to get a lot more, obviously, because if you're looking at, say, 5% of 60,000 is a lot more than, say, if you're a carer and you're having 5% of 20,000. So that's kind of how you look at it. So for me, I'm really looking forward to this pay, and so we all should be. There's also a lump sum, which is going to be 1,600. It's almost £2,000 that everybody is going to have, irrespective of your band. So the pay comes in 2 stages. The first stage is a lump sum, so everybody gets that. You know, it's about £2,000. It's just, you know, just about 2,000, and then everybody gets the 5%, you know, on top of your base pay. So depending on how much you earn, obviously you're going to have a lot more or less if you're a junior staff. And that's why I go on here about career progression. You need to be progressing in your career, because when opportunities like this come, people that earn more always get more. In fact, it is life. Life isn't fair. But if you worked hard and you've progressed, you should rightfully so be rewarded. Because look, career progression is not easy. That's why it is easy to just sit back and do nothing. It is not an easy option. And even if you're part of my private coaching program, I do say it is a lot of hard work, you know, and consistency is the problem, because not only do you need to work hard and smart, but you need to do so consistently for many years. This is why many people don't make it in the UK. This is why many people don't progress, because that consistency is very difficult to maintain, because you're going to be like, oh my God, I've got my family. Oh my God, I cannot do this. Oh my God, I cannot afford this. And before you know it, you're still going to be stuck as a carer or whatever it is that you're doing. It is not worth it. If you're in this country, you need to make the most of the opportunities. So obviously, like we've said, the pay is for NHS staff. So what else is happening? This pay is going to be this month, June. So if you're watching this video in June, then as NHS staff, we're going to be having massive pay rises, huge paychecks the end of this month. I'm personally really looking forward to the pay rise, because it's like seeing such a huge amount of money coming to your account for 1 month's worth of work, it is so satisfying. And it really makes me enjoy the fact that I've spent all this effort, all these years studying so hard to progress. It makes it all worthwhile when you look at how much you're paid at the end of the month without needing to work any extra hours. We don't need to do any extra shifts at work. But personally, I do only my nursing hours, my contracted hours, my allocated hours. I don't work any extra shift in nursing, but I earn a lot of money from being a nurse. And that's because, like I've said, I'm a senior nurse. And that's why I come here to encourage you guys to keep progressing so that you can work less and earn more. That's the goal. Work less and earn more. That is the goal. You don't want to be working 50 hours a week, 60 hours a week, earning £2,000. It is not worth it. You need to progress. Again, if you don't know how to progress, you can contact me. I'm going to guide you with that through my private coaching program, which, like I've said, I've left a link in the description box below, as well as the about section of this channel, so that you're able to get that tailored, that individualized, and that personalized guidance that you deserve in order to move forward. If you're a nurse, for example, and you're thinking, how do I progress? I want to become a nurse endoscopist, a nurse practitioner. I want to become a specialist nurse, a nurse manager. How do I go about it? Again, I can guide you with that journey. If you're a carer, you want to get into nursing, you're thinking, oh my God, I don't want to be stuck where I am. I need to switch jobs ASAP. I can guide you with that. If you're a student, you're wanting to switch into healthcare, because look, many of the courses that people are studying in the UK, 99.9% of people will not get a job. I'm sorry, that is the situation. So if you're a student, you want to get in ASAP, begin to transition, begin to find opportunities that are going to be helpful for you and your family before you get stuck. So like I've said, this pay rise is for NHS staff. There are two aspects to it. There's a lump sum, and then there's that ongoing pay, and there's also a third component to this pay. The third component is that this pay is going to be backdated. So it is going to be backdated from April, which means that the 5%, not only are we going to be getting this pay rise this month in June, but we're also going to be getting it backdated from April of this year, which means that the 5%, like, it is going to be amazing. Like, the pay this month is going to be so amazing. If you work for the NHS, leave a comment in the comment section and say, Melvis, I work for the NHS, because look, I think that this is going to be our best month when it comes to pay. You know what I mean? Because we're going to get back paid from April. So that's April, May, June. So that's 3 months. What is it? April, May, June. Yeah, that's 3 months worth of pay that we're going to get all in 1 month. We're also going to get a lump sum, which is almost £2,000. Unfortunately, that money is going to be taxed, but still, we're going to end up with a lot of money. So again, please, if you're not working for the NHS, it is an amazing organization. If you're putting in the effort, you will succeed. Like anywhere else, there is always going to be challenges, but there are ways of overcoming those challenges. And I'm telling you that these are things that I am trying to overcome every single day. I have supported colleagues that have worked for years, didn't ever think they could progress, to be able to progress into very senior positions, as well as supporting carers transition into nursing, or people that have never even considered healthcare to get into healthcare, and even now training as nurses. Many have qualified as nurses and are having a beautiful career. So you don't want to limit yourself. And please, there's no age limit, because I keep getting this thing about age. There's no age limit. Don't put yourself back. If you're already in your 40s and 50s, this is not the time for you to be asking about age. You should be taking action. You should be getting there with these opportunities and putting yourself forward and contacting me and saying, Melvis, oh my God, let's get started, because I'm in my 40s, in my 50s, I haven't got time. So that's what you need to be doing, rather than be sitting there thinking, oh my God, how old am I? Are they going to accept me? No. Put yourself forward. If you put yourself forward for an opportunity and they say no, you would have done everything that you could by putting yourself forward. It's worse if you do nothing and they just sit there and you keep thinking and doubting. So please, opportunities are for everybody. There's no age limit, no age restriction, no age discrimination, as I call it. So you 100% want to make sure that you're putting yourself forward. Also, if you like this content, I want you to hit that like button. It lets me know you enjoy content like this, and obviously I should do more. Also share this with your colleagues, loved ones, family, friends, relatives, so that they can benefit from this info. And if you need that tailored support to get a job in the UK, to upgrade, to progress in your career, I can support you with all of that. And there's this video that I've shared here about the NHS. You 100% want to go through it right now, and I'll see you in this video.